Uncle
Hey, fellas,
Frank.
man. How y'all doing today, gentlemen? How y'all doing today, gentlemen? This is
What's
week two
up?
of this new year, 2000, our Lord, 2026, man. A lot has been happening in our communities. And we just want to sit back and discuss some things, man. Talk about these real stories, these real situations outside in the real world. We bring y'all this aunts and OGs, man. It's all about uplifting the culture, man, and telling you guys what we see through our eyes, so that we can get better at discussing. I'm Uncle Frank. We're gonna go in this order. Um, do a circle, man. We're gonna do a circle and introduce yourself, guys, and you know what I'm saying. Let the people know what's on your mind. So, Mr. P, you next up. Take off, sir.
Hey, Mr. P, you know who it is. Um, Happy New Year once again. This is dry January for those who don't know. So I'm sipping on some water. These old Negroes ain't never heard of dry January, but it give you give yourself an opportunity to reset, to flush out all them toxins that you've been eating through the holidays and all that liquor, and you're supposed to just detox and get ready for the rest of the year. Keep your mind clear for the entire month. But apparently, Mr. P is the only one who heard of dry January and who's actually participating.
Uh,
All right, this OG Vincent, and I'm gonna tell y'all, Mr. P full of shit because he gonna drink that water today and he gonna stay drunk for the rest of the year. I don't know
Hey,
what you're
man.
staying sober for this month.
Hey, never
Month of
heard of that.
sobriety, and you're gonna be drunk the rest of the year.
what's up, everybody? This is Uncle
Starting
Lou.
right now.
Welcome, man. Let's have a good discussion tonight. I can't wait. Let's go.
What's up? This Triple OG. I'm gonna try that dry January because at first I was gonna do a little crown tonight, but you know what, Paulo? I'm gonna start doing the dry January and maybe knock out some of this weight. So
It's the 13th of January. The month over with.
Notorious, man, you just took some
Hey,
shots.
yeah, he was
So
just taking shots with us the other day,
yeah,
but
we
not
was
the
just
dry
taking
January.
some. Just I'm talking about Vince. It was just me and him. I'm trying to see how he gonna start doing a dry January 2 days
I just
later.
be damn. I just be damn.
hey, it ain't when you start; it's when you start. You know what I'm saying?
It's how you finish.
Damn.
Ain't that right, Tori? It ain't how you start, it's how you finish, brother.
Exactly. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm starting right now. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. I'm gonna give you some water, Paulo. So I'll be.
Oh, man.
Hey man, you know what, man? You remember last week, man? We was talking about um, AI and the solutions that they gonna do, man. And Uncle Lou showed us something today, man, that absolutely blew my mind. And I'm gonna let him discuss it because I'm not clear on it. So Uncle Lou, man, jump out there and tell the people, man, what you had going on.
Yeah, man. So our corporate office invited me to a GPT innovation or meeting, whatever you class, however you want to call it. So two young ladies, man, they came in. Two African American young ladies came in and just gave us, a breakdown of AI chat, GBT, the Google Gemini, the Microsoft. What's the Microsoft thing? Pilot
Co-pilot?
is not. Yeah, yeah,
Co-pilot.
yeah.
Co-pilot.
Copilot. Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, man, it was very interesting because y'all. I don't know if you guys remember. I told you guys I was moving out of the everyday management role. I've
Mhm,
been moved into a training role now.
mhm,
So I've been doing. I've had probably about 4 classes. Each
mhm,
class has been different. It's been different based off the participation and stuff. But I've been trying to come up with my own flow, my own layout of everything. I'm a person that I like to have slides, when I'm teaching and training and stuff. So I've been going back and forth with some of the stuff that I already currently have. I've been trying to put some old information with some new information and gel it together. So it just so happened this morning, I was playing with Chat GBT, and I had forgot about the class. But man, when I tell you, it's a lifesaver, man. They open up my eyes to a lot of stuff. What's up, Tori?
For one of the boys on here, excuse my ignorance, but what is ChatGPT? I know y'all talk about it a lot, but I don't know what it is.
So it's another formation of AI.
It's an open source AI, meaning that it's free to anyone to use it. So you don't have to pay. There's levels to it where you can pay for a subscription, but it's open AI, means that anybody can log on to it, anybody can use it.
But we got saying use in what fashion though? I mean,
so for instance, you like to take pictures. All right. So you can just type in there, hey, how to improve taking pictures at 12 o'clock at night, outside. So it's going to give you a whole bunch of information about your lighting, whether you got the right camera, should you be taking pictures under a tree or on top of a building. It's just going to give you whatever you put in there. It's going to spit out information.
Is it almost like a search engine, almost like Google?
It's like that, but it takes it another level, Tori. So whereas with Google, you got to actually click on the link. Google's just gonna give you search results and links and maybe some files. Whereas if you ask ChatGPT or a specific question, and it's gonna give you a specific answer, and it's almost like conversational, or it's gonna go out into the internet and pull all the information it can on it and pull it back to you and bring it to you. Even you can say, hey, create me an email to respond to, an employee or something like that. And it's going to create an email. It's going to ask you a couple questions, maybe. It's going to create a formal email for you. You're going to say, update my resume. It'll update your resume. It'll do a whole lot of stuff like that. Like you said, and you can
personalize it also.
Yeah. It learns. So it's learning everything that you've done. Every time you ask questions, it's going to accumulate those questions and then bring it say, hey, was it related to this? And it's going to pull out the information there. So it's basically anything that anybody has ever put online, probably for the last 50 plus years, it's going to go search and it's going to pull back a lot of stuff, any information.
And Tori, is scary.
Now,
it is scary. Because
hold on, not to interrupt what Louis said and you say, Frank. Is it an app? Is it something that I can download to my computer?
Yes.
Or to my phone?
Yeah, there's apps and there's a website.
Yeah, to your phone and your computer. Right, it's a website.
So just for our listeners out there, just playing dumb. So if I were to go, I would go onto my computer now, I go to Google, I just type in ChatGPT.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, I'm going to show my screen.
I would just finish showing too, Paulo.
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen.
So you can set it up. You can set it up to where
can you see it, Tori?
It'll learn your personality. So what I learned today, it'll ask you if you're trying to personalize it for yourself. It'll ask you a whole bunch of series of questions to where each response is going to cater to your personality or whatever you got going on, whether it's your profession or your personal identity.
All right. So you see it, Tori?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. So
hold on. Let me see. It's not sharing. Let me share the actual thing itself.
See, Louis, that's one of the things that I was finna say that's scary, because you will ask ChatGPT a question and it will start interacting with you.
Tori, give me a question for work.
The more you talk to it, the smarter it gets.
Ask me a question about your job.
Let me give you some, Carlos, that I did use it for, and watch how detailed it get. Say, tell me how to get rid of visceral fat.
It's on correct.
Because okay.
Yeah, that's correct. There you go.
Right. But see, that's random. I'm trying to show Tori how.
No. This what? Yeah. So go down, and then at the very bottom, it's gonna ask you questions like about how detailed you want to get with it. Right
Right.
there.
See
Say,
it?
yeah, I can
Right.
build you a 1 week
Right.
visceral fat, create beginner or non-gym. It'll ask you more and more detail.
Oh,
Give me a,
Customize it for you.
yeah. So Tori, give me a specific question about a machine or something.
Ask a question about your motorcycle, Tori.
Well, that's too general. I want something specific to tell you that that's like a general question that everybody can look, but it goes so specific.
Okay. How much money do a cassette hold in an ATM machine? Damn, that's correct. Oh wow. You even got my company on there too. Wow.
Right. That's that's what I'm saying. That's
Use it.
anything y'all put online, it can go through, and it does. Kids use it to cheat a lot. So like when they got test questions or they got to write something, look, it'll be like, okay, I'm like, write me a.
So like I'm drinking this Callaway Blue. Like, what's the pH in Callaway Blue water?
Yeah, that's easy.
Oh, that's easy.
Like
Okay.
Callaway, how you spell it?
Callaway Blue water, like Callaway Garden.
2 L's.
I'm just doing this on picture.
Damn, that's what it say. Damn, it didn't even have to look that long. Damn, that's exactly what it say on the bottom.
And this thing do it in seconds, not minutes. It kick your answer out in seconds. And I'm talking about no matter what you want to ask, it gonna kick it out.
So basically, for our audience out there, so for those who want not Callaway. For those who want ChatGPT, so I will go to my apps and type in ChatGPT.
Okay.
So
You know,
that's why
I
kids don't. You
you
see
know,
what I'm saying? This why kids don't do their work anymore.
I had
When we had to research it and actually go look, they just go to ChatGPT.
I had a argument with a lady the other day. She said she like when the Emancipation Proclamation was written. I said,
Mm-hmm.
I said what 1865 when the slaves were freed. She said, nope, it wasn't then.
Oh, right, of course. But again,
Yeah, I see what
at
you're
the same time, I want to tell y'all how flawed it is. At the same time, now I used ChatGPT when I was had to submit like a picture for photo ID. Now I told her to clean up the photo because it was kind of blurry, right? So this is what I sent to it. Can y'all see the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed a professional picture. I had to upload. So you see how it's blurry and all that. So I was like, just clean it up for me. And this is what it did. I'm gonna tell you. What the hell is that?
wow.
I don't know.
Damn, put on about 20, 30 pounds on you, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What the hell? You see what I'm saying? So
It went and pulled somebody who looked like you online. Wow.
yeah, that's what I said. So it's biased. I don't know if it's a racial thing, but I was like, they don't look nothing like me.
He could
Wow.
be your son though, Paulos.
Nah, son.
It photoshopped your ass.
Yeah.
Right.
It did more than
But
that.
it didn't not, bro. Honestly, it didn't do too much more. He looked like he's some kin to you though. He looked
Yeah,
like he
That
in your
don't.
family.
it found something that was similar to you. You better hope you don't do no crime.
But that's again.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. So like I said, it's good for as a tool. But I think it's going to cripple what we talked about our children, because now they're not going to actually try to do the work, or
Right.
they're just going to like just go to ChatGPT and
Well,
ask a question, which is fine in certain situations, but when you got to apply it,
the internet has
it's
constantly
gonna be
been
hard.
making our kids dumber because they don't have to apply themselves to do nothing.
You're right. You don't have to do none of that. If it
Yeah.
asks a question like that, it could be you can do any kind of simple stuff, like
But
how to bake a cake. No,
but
how
you still got to be able to apply it. You see what I'm saying? Read it and comprehend it,
Yeah.
because again, these are little simple things, but when you get to like complex questions, Tori, like you said, one off is easy, but when you deal with like, okay, I'm gonna put explain.
But see, this is a scary part. Why you putting that up, Paulos? With a lot of them are learning computers. They're learning AIs. The
Mm-hmm.
more you use it, the more
The
it'll
smart,
cater to you.
yeah, the
So
smarter
like
it get.
once you go in and tell it something, it asks you this, and you say it like no, I didn't mean that. I meant this. The more you use it, it gets used to
Right.
you. It learns your
Correct.
behavior, what you like, what you don't like, and it'll cater to
Right.
you.
But
Have y'all heard of Notebook LM?
Mm-mm.
yeah, but
That,
see, no, I've heard of that one too, but I'm saying, Vincent, you got to know what to put in there. They're not going to know what to put in there. You see what I'm saying? Because if they're only putting in there like a question that somebody asked them without applying it, okay, like this one,
Yeah. But I'm saying
I put it.
it's gonna start off very general.
Mhm.
And then
I'm
when
saying
you
this
get
is
to the
high
bottom,
key.
it's gonna ask you like specific questions that you want answered about it. So it's learning
Right.
you. Like this is what you want to know about that. Do you want me to be more detailed? Do you want me to remove this? Do you want me to do that? You know,
Okay, let
it
me let
asks
me
you questions.
let me show you the reason why I used it, because I had never heard of Chat GBT till Brian called me. Whenever I wanted to know some questions, Paulos, I
Mm-hmm.
would call Brian. So let me tell you what Brian told me to do. Ask Chat GBT. Let me know when you're ready to start typing.
Okay. And so this was I put down here because it's related to what we're gonna talk about later. Self
Okay.
defense and then stand your ground.
Okay.
But you know, people, we know this stuff. So for us, it's a tremendous tool. But I'm just telling you based on what I've seen, the comprehension and the reading of our kids, they're not gonna be able to just read something and apply it the same way we are. I'm telling you, that's how far behind they are. Vince, that's what
Yeah,
I'm telling you. A lot
I
of them
can understand that.
graduated
Yeah, yeah.
on a reading level, 5th grade reading level out of high school. You see what I'm saying?
Because
So that's
because this new technology, Paulos, is not teaching them nothing. But see, you're in the education field, and if you give my son, he got to write an essay about something. All he
uh-huh.
do is go type it in the Chat GPT, and
Yep.
Chat GPT kick the essay out, and he just turn it into you and get an instant A.
But they're not giving them A's because ChatGPT is flawed, and you can tell because these kids,
Plagiarize.
ChatGPT is going to giving you words that these kids don't even know what that means. You see what I'm saying? So they're not even
Yeah,
smart enough
yeah,
to
but
pick
but
and
this is
choose.
but this is still the thing though. Even though it's flawed, it's still a million times smarter than a human. Instantly, because it
Right.
gives you the information so fast. Paulos, when I give you this sheet and you read it, that's subjective to you. But if my parent get that same paper that you gave me an F and he take it to your administration and they read it and they don't see no flaws in it, they gotta correct that grade.
No, but here's the thing. You don't instantly go from reading on a 5th grade level to sitting in college level writing. You see what I'm saying, Frank? The
But
kids are not even smart
I
enough
get
to.
I get what you're saying, Paulo.
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to show.
I do. But
You're gonna have to. You're gonna
my
have to
grand
show me more than one. Uh, I'm gonna show
but
you the work on the assessments that your child has been submitting all these years and all this year, and show you there's no way
but
that this
Yeah, but
okay.
child
it's yeah.
could have wrote a
But this the thing
second
though,
year college
Paulos.
level. Yes.
This the thing. And until you guys put in your curriculum that you can't use this technology,
It's in there.
I can still use it.
It's in there.
Yeah.
Well, if it's
It's
in
in
there,
there.
let me ask you a question. If it's in there, why do y'all allow them to use calculators?
That's a different thing, because calculate, you still got to type the numbers in there. You got to know what
you ain't got to do nothing but go in there and type exactly what the problem is right there, and you just put it in there, and they're gonna instantly give you the answer.
But not necessarily. Not necessarily,
Shit.
because I promise you, Frank, you're thinking from a 50-year-old mindset, because you can't go back. It's hard for us to go back and imagine it until you see it in real time. Just like when you remember when we all got kids, and we always help our kids with homework, and they'll see cat, C-A-T, rat, R-A-T. Then they get down to bat, B-A-T, and in your mind, you like, bro, you just read, okay, this say cat, this say rat, what sound does B make? Buh. Okay, then what's this word? And they be lost. So this is where the kids are. And before I went into the school and saw where they at, I had that same mindset. But when I go and see, they cannot apply it in real time, and they don't, because they've gotten so intellectually lazy that they don't even like to use their brain powers to think on it. If it takes too much time, or they've got to put 2 and 2 together, it's hard for them. Like I was helping these kids with math, 5th graders. They basically had the answers on one page, and all they did on the next page was switch them from one side of the equation to the other side, and they were so confused. It's basically the same formula, but on this page, they put it on the left side. On this page, they put it on the right side, and they just threw them totally off, because they couldn't keep that concept in their mind and apply it to this other concept. And so that's the challenge that.
So who do you think this is going to be, this type of technology? Who you think it's going to benefit then, if it's too strong for the kids?
It's gonna benefit the smarter kids. It's gonna benefit the educated people. You see what I'm saying? The people who family or whose parents teach them, teach them how to use it.
So what you're saying is, this is the beginning stage of what that thing called, Biodyne? What was the company that in Terminator?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So is this the beginning of the Terminator? You know how the Terminator came with
Skynet,
the machine Skynet. So basically,
I don't think so, Frank, because it still requires, in real life, when you get down to the meat and bones of it, in real life, behind the scenes, it requires somebody to do something with the information.
Well, that's what Skynet was. You kept feeding the machine, and the more you feed the machine, the smarter the machine gets.
Well, but again, it depends on what you feed the machine. In the cases of Skynet saw humans as viruses because they were so destructive and all this and that, and that's just a level.
But that it wasn't like that in the beginning, though. That's what I'm saying. If in the beginning it was just some scientists building some machines, kind of like AI, to help us out in the future, and then it just took off and started doing its own thing.
Well,
and so when I see AI, that's why I said this technology is extremely scary, because it kicks out information in seconds, not minutes. Seconds. Whatever you ask it, it answers it in seconds.
My fear, though, is the reason why I say it's scary is because if that's all you go by, if you believe everything that it spits out, then you can be misled very easily. You see what I'm saying? Just because they Google something or because it's on social media, that doesn't mean necessarily it's true. Even with AI, just because AI says that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. You still got to do your due diligence and have multiple sources. You can't just use one source of information. Again, we know people don't do it. Social media, a lot travel faster than the truth. So that's my fear of it, Frank, that people are going to be so reliant on it that they're going to take whatever it spits out as gospel, as true, when we know for fact that critical thinking part They're not going to do that. You and I know in the real world that, yes, it says do this, but when you get in the real world, everything is not going to be lined up perfectly.
Yeah. I get you, gentlemen.
Let me
Lou,
tell you,
I
you
appreciate
just
it.
do this for yourself. If you ask, and I ask you some crazy questions sometimes, but if you ask, just use ChatGPT, one of them, and say, "Will the human race end?" One of the things that it spits out, it says, "Artificial intelligence misuse, poorly aligned or weaponized AI is a newer risk.
Mm-hmm.
This is why many scientists push for strong safeguards and governance now, like over
Yeah.
AI,
Yeah.
because
Because it's gonna be
they
like
making these things,
too
they
smart.
making these things smarter and smarter." Did y'all see the thing with the Google cars and
Mm-mm.
where
Uh-uh.
they doing construction in downtown Atlanta, and one of the Google cars was going through downtown. So the Google car, when it got over in there, it couldn't tell barriers, barricades, nothing like that, and it was finna go on the wrong side. And the guy saying, "You saw that one, Paulo?" And the guy
Yeah.
sitting there kind of arguing with it because nobody's in the car. But as he moved the car started to back up and shift and move
Yeah.
till it got back on the
Mm.
right side of the road. It's constantly learning. So it's
Constantly.
not only learning from like what you putting into it, it's learning every day.
And see, that's what I'm saying. That is scary because we can't combat that. If something go wrong, we're not smart enough, nor can we react fast enough to combat what a computer kicks out. And
But
see,
we shouldn't
Mr.
have to, Frank. There should be safeguards. Like, you should never have AI in charge of making military decisions. It should be okay. It's an intelligence thing, so you should use it like to give you some intelligence on it. But there should always be a stopgap where a human intervention has to be there to make those critical decisions.
Yeah.
Okay, a few seconds ago, you just said that these kids don't use 1/10 of their brain power. They'll prefer to go to the phone, internet, Google, not chat GPT to do and answer every single question that they have.
Mhm.
That's the generation that's gonna float the world in the next 20 years. And you saying as fifth graders, their ass can't spell back.
Right, but there's going to be a class of kids who can though. You see what I'm saying? The majority are going to, as it is today. The majority are going to be the worker bees or the disposable ones, and then you're going to have an elite class. It's going to be knowledge is going to be the currency. So you're going to have the intelligence class that's going to separate themselves as well with the wealth. And then you're going to have that lower class who is relying on a machine or some other form of intelligence to tell it what to do and how to do it. So that's going to be the class system, Frank. There's always going to be an elite class. There's always going to be those who know how to use the system or work the system. You're gonna have a black market class of, you know, a black market who's going to know how to use AI to manipulate and, steal money and make it work for them. So you're going to have that. It's just,
Whoa,
which one
whoa,
are you going
whoa,
to find?
whoa, whoa, back up. Back up. You say AI is getting a class for stealing money?
No, I'm just saying you're going to know.
He said
You
gonna
know
have
the
a
criminal.
class of people.
You
Well,
know them. Hey, them
I'm gonna be
scammers
that
gonna figure out how
class.
to
I
use
want you to
AI.
send me that AI information.
They're already using it. 'Cause they're gonna be like AI. Go in and at some point it's
Ho,
gonna be
ho, ho,
intelligent
ho,
enough.
ho. Don't say that on the internet. Text that to me. So I can go at my phone and do it now. Cause my phone right here. What AI, what the free money at?
Hey,
That's
the
what I was
hackers are
talking
already
about.
working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about last week. What you touching on, Paulo's, how it's eliminating the blue collar and white collar jobs,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
and
is.
it's
Yeah.
reducing them at an alarming rate. Like middle class is going to be obsolete. It's not going to be a middle class,
But yeah.
and
So
that's
for
what
stuff
concerns
like,
me. Like, what is the
and I
world
know
going
we
to look
just
like for our
hijacked
grandkids?
What Lewis is talking about, but for stuff like what Lewis has to do, it's gonna be great for him because he already has the knowledge now. Instead of him manually have to do it himself, he can let AI do it for him, and he still got to be the one to present it because
Right.
I ain't talking about your folks that you got to train. I ain't dissing nobody, but they're gonna be the masses that you got to translate this information, Lewis, down
Right. Right.
to
Right.
that lower
No, you're
level for
right.
them to apply it. You see what I'm
You're
saying?
right. You're right. You're right. You still got to know what you're talking about. But even though I may have everything in black and white, they still gonna have a million questions
Yeah.
that I got to answer. So yeah, it was cool, man. But even like I said, check that notebook LM out. That's another new tool. A lot of folks don't know about it. I didn't know about it today until they presented it to us. But it was nice, man. But with that little picture thing that I did, the lady that was doing the presentation. So I guess you got to have a subscription with Gemini, a paid subscription. So with that picture of me as a superhero, so I tried to type in, okay, Gemini, take this particular photo and do a video of me at, I don't know, a Braves game or
They
something.
knew it right up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So it wouldn't do it because I didn't have a paid subscription, but a lady did it for herself. She took a picture of herself, made herself a superhero. Then she was like, all right, Gemini, make a video of this photo of me catching a cab in New York City, Times Square. And it actually did that shit. I was like, wow, a whole video of her as a superhero getting inside of a yellow cab in Times Square.
Yeah. So you're not gonna be able to trust with video.
No, you definitely ain't gonna be able to trust that. Cause damn,
Right.
somebody
I was
can
like,
kill
wow.
themselves and do an alibi saying that they was somewhere else.
That shit was like, whoa. I was like, man, I did not know Gemini could do that.
So, gentlemen, for a side note, we gotta come back to this because we got bigger fish to fry. We gonna always have to discuss AI because it's moving so quick. Every week something new is gonna happen, and we're gonna learn something new every week. So we probably gonna open up every week with some new technology just happening in front of our eyes. But Paulos, you guys a new thing you want to discuss that's happening, and we really need to figure out how we gonna tackle these issues. So if you don't mind, could you play the clip? And
Okay.
OG Vincent, I want you to be the first person to talk. Then I want to hear from Tori because you guys have more experience in this field, and y'all can help us more get a clear-cut understanding. All right, go ahead, Paul.
Okay. All right. So it's gonna be two videos. I'm gonna first show the video of the guy getting charged with manslaughter, and then I'm gonna show that other one about how we need to, educate ourselves and be prepared. So let me play the first one. There we go. Hold on, guys. The video got an ad. Give me 1 second. It's coming. 5, 4, 3, 2.
A man accused of shooting an intruder in his home shares his story with your news leader. Hi, thanks for being with us. I'm Shay Arthur. Marquez Griffin told police he shot a man 3 times after he found him in his East Memphis home. That man later died, and tonight, Griffin faces charges. WRG's Harrison Clough is live tonight after speaking with Marquez and his family. And Harrison, what are they telling you?
Shay, good evening. As you just mentioned there, they wanted to tell their side of the story. As Marquez tells me, he acted in self-defense.
He came about 2:30 in the morning. Came breaking the window off. Yeah, yanking on it. I'm thinking it's the upstairs, as you can hear everything. So, but some told me to go and wake up. So as I see him on my living room floor, I can't believe it's happening. So I'm like, what are you doing?
Marquez Griffin describing the night an unknown man broke into his home. Marquez says when he confronted him, the man told him, quote, "I didn't know anyone lived here." Marquez then said the man left the home through the front door. He followed the intruder outside, where he told me it appeared the man was reaching to his waist and was unclear if he had a gun. Fearing for his safety, Marquez says he shot him 3 times.
It was either me or him. Like, I never shot anyone, never been in jail, never experienced nothing like this.
WREG has not seen any police documentation if the intruder was carrying a weapon at the time of the incident, but according to police records, Marquez told police on the scene after he called them that he fired 3 shots at the man as he was running away. Marquez wishes the outcome did result differently.
Think about it. I wish he didn't die. I wish he was still here. I wouldn't be in this situation.
And as Marquez has been suspended from his job at FedEx pending investigation for voluntary manslaughter charges, his mother Yolanda hopes her son will be found innocent.
I don't want him to have no record. He never been arrested before, never been to jail, never been in trouble with the law. Like I said, he don't do drugs, he don't do alcohol, he don't hang out in clubs. He's a really good young man, but it's to be done happen to him.
Shea Marquez is expected back on court Monday for his bail review hearing. From downtown tonight, Harrison Clough.
All right. So
Hold
that.
Hold on. Was that supposed to be a video we watched? Because we didn't see nothing on the screen.
No, it was just audio.
Just audio.
Okay.
Did you get the gist of it?
Okay, OG Vincent, we're gonna let you and Tori take off, and then Uncle Lou will let you jump on the back end. Then Paulo's gonna go to the next video.
First, I know we all like to speculate what we would do in a situation like that, and none of us have been in exactly a situation like that, which I imagine can be scary. But just from his statement, when he saw him in the house, and he would say he was in his living room, he confronted him at the very moment that the guy left out of the door, and he followed behind him. He became the aggressor by law. And that's where he went wrong. Now we don't know if he shot him in the front, shot him in the back, but the report says his initial statement to the police that the guy was fleeing when he shot 3 times. So that puts him as the aggressor. And your life is not in danger. You can't prove that you felt your life was in danger if the assailant is fleeing. So that stand your ground law is going to be hard for him to even get that in his defense. It's going to be real hard for him to get out of this situation. He put himself in a bad situation, unfortunately, where he was the victim.
Okay, Triple OG.
For once, well, I actually agree with Vincent on that.
For once?
No. Vincent on the same. We talk about this a lot, and to the fact that the guy did leave, and with the guy falling behind, he is aggressive. The one thing I did hate about it, I hate when people do crime and they always say, "Oh, I ain't never been in trouble. I ain't never did." That just mean your ass ain't never got caught. That's just my opinion. People say, "I ain't never broke a law. I ain't never did this." It's just your ass ain't never got caught. That's all it is. Just because you never been arrested or been to jail don't mean you ain't never did nothing dirty. That's my
thought. Uncle Lou, how you feel?
Man. I mean, he said, he should have shot his ass while he was in the living room. But as he left out, he stated he thought he saw him grabbing to his waist, and he just reacted. I haven't been in that position. That's a scary position to be in. If you followed him out, and let's say he did have a gun, if he stated he didn't know anyone lived there. All right, so he left out. So 9 times out of 10, he just lucky to walk out and be alive. But if you following him, and I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing. I'm probably cussing his ass out, yelling, screaming, with the phone in my hand and a gun in my hand, dialing 911. So at that time, if you following him out and you're out of your home, whether it's an apartment or a house, at that time, the crook, the one that broke into your shit, now he feel like the victim because now you following him out, and maybe now he's fearing for his life. Not saying it's right or justified or he should, he deserved to be shot. That's up for a jury to decide. But I guess, guys, until we put in that position, I mean, and it's good that we always talking about these scenarios and situations. Hopefully, we're never put in that situation. If you're in a deep sleep, you don't know if, you just went to sleep from being out all night, having drinks and stuff. So you don't know what type of mindset you're going to be in at that particular time when if somebody was to break into your home, especially if you got children and wives there. It's our job as husbands and as fathers to protect them at all costs.
Yeah.
At all costs.
And I truly understand. And we not no one's judge. We're not a part of no one's jury. I just wish the young man had made a better decision. And I know it's in a split second you can't think that fast, but he thought fast enough to go grab that gun. He should let that man just went on about his business, or at least shot him in the ass.
In the house.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
okay,
See, I
so
can't say what I would do in a situation like that because this video could resurface. God forbid something like that should happen to me, and they say that was premeditated, Mr. White.
Yeah.
You said exactly what you would do when you did that.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's hard to put yourself in that place because you look at the man who tore your shit up, broke your window out. Who responsible for that? He just for to walk away?
I said shoot him in the ass.
No, that's what I'm saying. So the law says he don't broken your shit. He don't did whatever he did, violated your space and your sense of security. And you supposed to call and hope that we get there in time to catch him so that he don't do that shit again and nobody else. That's what I'm saying. So is all that going through your mind at the same time?
Let me say something about what Frank just said. So if say he turned and he shot him in the ass, he in the house, right? You don't know what he was reaching for, what he was grabbing. He reaching for the doorknob, thought he was in the race bell, whatever. You shoot him in the ass. He in the house. You immobilized. You call the police and they come on get him.
No, but I'm not gonna be able to shoot him in the ass in the house because I gotta run and get the pistol first, and by that time he running out the door. And you know how all of us is. This is, and I'm not trying to be.
If you wait,
let me make one statement.
You hear somebody rattling on your window.
Let me make
Breaking
one
your
statement.
You gonna go see what it is before you grab
it.
Let me make one statement because he didn't realize what was going on. Let me make one statement. When you see an intruder in your house, Paulo, put that statement up there. Thank you. All right. If you're coming down your steps and you see an intruder in your house, the first thing gonna happen, you gonna get startled first. Before you can react to anything, you gonna get startled because you don't know what his movement gonna be. So the first thing you gonna do is run up the steps to get your gun. First thing he gonna do is run out the house. And
I'm
when
not
you get
coming
that
to the
gun,
steps without it. Is what I'm telling
if
you.
you dead sleep, Vincent, and you hear noise, you don't necessarily jump up and grab it. Your daughter could be coming in the house, man. Your grandchildren be going in the bathroom. You don't just jump up in the middle of the night and run get your gun when you hear noise and you got small kids in the house.
You hear rattling at your. That man said he heard rattling. The guy was taking his window apart.
No.
He broke the window.
Guy broke the window. By the time he realized what was going on, the guy was in the house. So this is what I'm telling you in real time that you gonna do. I ain't talking about what I think you gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what you gonna do. You gonna survey the house. You're gonna survey the house, Vincent, because your grandchildren in there. That's the first
Not
thing you
without
gotta
my
do.
Why am I going to look for something if I think something's
Because
in
you
my house
don't
that's
know
not
if the
supposed? Hold
kids don't
on,
drop. You don't know if the kids
hold on.
don't
But
been.
exactly. Let me finish my statement. I don't know if it's the kids or not. I don't
Mhm,
know that, right? I don't
mhm,
know what it is.
mhm.
Why would I go looking for it with the potential it could be something to take my life without my pistol in my hand? That don't make sense.
Because you're not the
Who's
only
to say
person
you
living.
gonna make it back to your pistol?
You're not the only person living in your house, Vincent.
That don't mean you fire,
Your
Frank.
daughter,
That don't mean you have to shoot.
your daughter can walk in the house. You
Yeah.
in the bed sleep, and she can knock the vase off the coffee table and it break. You
Mm-hmm.
mean to tell me that you gonna jump up, grab your gun, and run downstairs when you got 3 grandchildren in that goddamn house that one of them could have knocked that over? You don't know what it is. So you're going to investigate. And once you get there to investigate, the first thing gonna happen, you're gonna get started. As soon as you get started, you're gonna run upstairs to get your hammer,
I do not respond
and
that
he
way.
gonna run
I
out the
do not
door.
respond that way. I do not respond that way.
Okay.
So
I do not.
that's a topic right there because I've seen too many times on the news where parents or loved ones have shot their loved ones for coming in the house at a certain time thinking that
And
they were being robbed. So
see,
that's
that's what I'm
something
saying.
that that's something that you would really have to be what's the word I'm looking
unless
for?
nobody ain't got no keys to your
Discipline.
house.
You got
You
to
If
be
do have
very
to be.
disciplined.
if don't know how
You have
about
to
to
be
have access
disciplined.
to your house, that's one thing. But if you got several people that have access to come in and out your home as they please, and you hear a noise downstairs and you go to the door with a damn gun and you finna shoot your damn daughter. Because do you sleep with all the lights on in your house?
No.
Okay, do you got a sensor light on the inside of your house?
No.
Okay, so you essentially shoot your damn child if you don't go
No.
investigate what's going on.
So you think ain't nobody gonna make a no? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing? First of all, if I get up moving around
Mhm.
and I'm saying something and the person don't respond, so you saying if it's my daughter or grandkid, they're not gonna respond. They're not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna notice something.
I don't know.
You
She might be
you
drunk.
that's you have to be well.
She could
If
be
you gonna
drinking.
think I'm exaggerating, yeah, that's very well possible. But that's why I say everybody you need training. You don't just buy a firearm and keep it in your house. You need to be trained. You need to know how to use it. You need to know not to be scared of it. If you react and respond that way, you are in fear. If you are that much afraid in your own home, you shouldn't have one.
You gonna be in fear anyway, Vince. Fear is the first thing that I always said in. I don't care if you the most gangster person in the world. Fear
No,
is the
fear and
very first
caution is
thing.
two. Okay. Okay.
No. Listen, let me explain something to you. I don't care who you are. If you run into any kind of situation, I don't care how trained you are. Train is a reaction. It don't have nothing to do with the inner person of you. You are trained to react. Before you react, if you see something that's not supposed to be there, the first thing you're gonna do, fear gonna kick in. First thing you're gonna do, your first reaction gonna be fight or flight. That's only because of fear. And if it's an intruder in your home and you know you go 4 steps and get that hammer, by the time you get that hammer, come back outside, he going out the door. I'm speaking for me at this point. Paulo's put that thing up there. Just speaking for me. Not speaking for anybody else. I'm merely speaking for me. If you come in my house, by the time you get out that door, you better be a running motherfucker because I'm gonna shoot your ass in your back.
That's why
And
you're
then
going to jail.
and I ain't got a problem with it. That's why I'm saying it on here. If you come in
Okay.
Frank's house, and run out the door, if you go out the door, that dog gonna get your ass. If you go out that front, one of them bullets gonna get your ass. Either way it
Hey,
go, I'm gonna shoot
hey,
your
I agree.
ass.
I agree, Uncle Frank. I shot him in the back. Damn
Yeah,
straight, I
yeah,
did.
I did. Take me to jail. This motherfucker's in my house and he scared me. Now, if even if I don't know if wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me tell y'all something that y'all should have been doing while Apollos were letting that shit roll down. They got something they call Castle and they got something called Stand Your Ground.
Yeah.
Up under that domain of Castle, It don't make a fuck if he going or coming. If you're in your home and you at fear, you don't have to retreat whether he is going or coming.
That's
Did you
why I
see that
said
part,
in your
Paulo?
house.
Yeah, let me put it back
No,
up.
no,
That's why I said he has
that's
to
on
be in
that's
your
on
house.
that's
If you
on no
notice
no.
when I said if he in your house and
Listen,
you
wait a
shoot
minute,
him
wait a
in the
minute, wait a
ass,
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You see home, sometimes car, sometimes workway. Stand your ground anywhere lawful. All right, duty retreat. I don't have a duty to retreat. I don't. This man came in my home. When it's dark, I don't know if that motherfucker running away from me or if he running to me. Once I know it was a stranger in my house, I just start shooting. I don't know if he coming towards me or I don't know if he going away from me. So certain things in life, all right, no duty to retreat anywhere. You see that? No duty to retreat anywhere. You are lawfully present. That's all I'm saying. You got this council doctrine, whoop, stand your ground. I think if that young man get the property, well, let me bag up. Where did he live at, Paulos? Was he in a house or apartments?
It looked like some apartments.
Sound like an apartment because he said the neighbor. He thought it was the neighbors upstairs.
Yeah, it looked like apartments.
If it's an apartment, he fucked. If it's apartment, he fucked now, because you can't just shoot motherfuckers outside the apartment. But if it's in your yard and somebody's shot in your yard, you gonna go to jail, but you ain't gonna go to prison. And then, Vincent, did you hear say this? There was voluntary manslaughter, not involuntary.
Yeah, I heard voluntary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's more time. That's a bigger charge than involuntary.
That's what I was saying.
Just trying to say voluntary. Yeah, voluntary is a bigger charge.
Yeah. Okay,
so
Paulo.
I don't understand why you think he got any access to stand your ground in that situation. I don't understand why.
Well, because I don't know what happened. I don't know what the guy said. The guy could have made a threat to him.
He could have said,
he could have said, I'll be back.
Yeah, he could have said anything.
Yeah. But you don't kill him.
I'll be back.
Yeah. He said that shit. You don't kill him.
That's why I know he said I'll be back. That's why I killed him.
Yeah.
That's why you can't shoot him in the ass, because if you shoot him in the ass, he's gonna be able to talk.
Hey, Tori, this is the thing.
You better
your ass fucking with me, you shot.
If you gonna
point blank period.
If you gonna shoot
the best defense for you is to go back there and let that dog know on your ass. Because if you go that front way, I'm on your ass.
And technically, just stay here in the house. If he's still on your property and he's not leaving, you can shoot his ass on your property.
Yeah. That's why I said I don't know if he's in the house.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. Even in those situations, you have to be able to prove that your life was in danger before you lose death. I'll keep
stand your ground.
But that's what I'm saying.
Ground, you have to prove that your life was in danger.
Let me say, okay, let me use myself as an example. You've been in my house. I stay up on the hill. So you know my property goes down to the curb. I give them the easement of a 1 or 2 feet that the county say they own, whatever. So I'm supposed to how far up the hill I'm supposed to let you get before I pop your ass?
You have to be able to prove that you feel your life is in danger. It ain't got nothing to do with distance.
It does, because my life, if he coming toward me, I don't know if he coming to do harm. And that's a good 100 feet.
Well, hold on. Paulo, you cannot shoot him and kill him. Paulo, if your car in your driveway and he break your window, you can't shoot him.
But Tori, if I'm standing on my porch and I say, get your ass off of my property, and he start walking toward me, I can't shoot him?
You better
no.
Look,
I can't. I'm supposed to wait till you get in striking.
Wait. Let me ask you. I got a question. What about him walking towards you makes your life in danger?
I don't know what he has.
That's the point. You don't.
I got a question. So, like Paulo, so Paulo,
I'm in danger.
Okay.
So, Paulo, you got that backyard. How we was at your wife's birthday party, where y'all could be outside chilling, watching movies with your family, this, that, and the third. And all of a sudden, you see some motherfuckers pulling up, or your ring camera go off, and you see some
Yeah.
people coming up your hill, like you stated. So help me out with that. Do he supposed to wait till somebody enter his house or his garage, or explain that to me?
You have to be able to. The only explanation you have to be able to prove you felt your life was in danger before using deadly force. If you cannot prove that, you will not get stand your ground. I'm gonna give y'all some case doctrine on people that has gone to jail trying to prove stand your ground and they lost the case, but simply because they could not prove that their life was in danger.
What are the circumstances? Okay, like I told y'all about me, and I hope y'all have instituted that in your lives.
Yeah.
In my house,
Let me tell you a case
I
know
got
for a
two
fact.
signs. Okay, I know about. I don't know what case you got, but I know what I was told by the police. At my house, there was a sign that says "No trespassing," and another sign that said "Private property." If you come fucking around past that impediment that Paulo was just talking about, and I feel threatened in any kind of way, your ass is popped, because I have it posted where you can see this is private property, no trespassing. So once you trespass, you have put me all the way in the right.
But if
No,
I
you
don't
not for deadly force. No.
Okay.
if I
Not
don't
for
Oh,
have
deadly force.
Vince, you supposed to wait till he get up on you?
No, hold on. Listen.
So
And
if
go.
I'm outside in my yard and a motherfucker attack me in
These
my
are
yard,
laws. You guys
we
can
gotta
look
go
this
in the
stuff
house.
up. Wait a
Give
minute.
me the case law.
You can look this stuff
And I'll
up.
pull it up.
If I step in your yard, Frank, just because you have a no trespassing sign, all that means is I have broken the law and trespassed.
And I feel, if I
your
feel
life is
threatened,
not in.
says who?
Okay.
Says who?
Okay.
We need your son. We need your son on here, Vince.
Right. Okay,
Because
so
I got real questions.
I would get.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you. No, I tell you, I can give you.
let
I'm
me
gonna
ask
see
you
if
this
my niece.
question,
I'm
Vince.
gonna see if my niece is. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if my niece is able to come on the podcast.
Okay.
She is a prosecutor. Well, she is a deputy chief to talk about cases. I'm telling you, you cannot use deadly force unless you can prove your life was in danger. If you do, you will lose. You will not get stand your ground. You will be
So if
going
a
into prison.
stranger come up Paulo's halfway up Paulo's a deep ass driveway, he shouldn't feel in danger at that point.
Right. Where on my property am I supposed to wait
No,
till
I
he
can't.
get to?
Listen. I can't tell you how you should feel about that situation. All I'm telling you is you have to be able to prove. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to the words I'm telling you. You have to be able to prove that your life was in danger. If he has a weapon on him, you thought he was drawing the weapon, you see him reach it. It has to be something to show that you prove your life was in danger. Just somebody walking up your driveway, you say, "Hey, what you doing?" They don't respond to you. "Hey, what's going on? What you doing?" They don't stop or and they keep walking. You still can't. Listen to. I know somebody that went to prison and they wound up getting it dropped to involuntary manslaughter. Luckily, he did three. I think he got out in 5, 3 to 5. It was somebody breaking in his car. There was a fence in between him and the car was on the opposite side of the fence. He came out the back of the house, see the guy breaking in his car. He had a few words with the guy, and the guy jumps out the car and starts running at him. Right? He has a screwdriver in his hand, but he didn't know what it was. He shot him 5 times. It was a revolver. The judge gave him involuntary manslaughter. He said, had you shot him 2 times, I could have understood that. But you tried to unload because all rounds were fired. That's why he wound up getting involuntary manslaughter. What got him that was because there was a fence in between you and him. He couldn't even get to you without coming across that fence.
That's too ambiguous. There needs to be specific. That's why I said, bring me we ain't got time, but send me the case law so that we can have a further discussion on this. Because again, there's got to be.
I don't know how much she can talk about some of this stuff, but
I'm just saying. But she give us case law or give us the statute, because again, Vincent, at one point there's got to be a distance here. I'm supposed to wait till you get to striking distance and say, hey. Okay, now I'm in danger. Actually, you see what I'm saying? I'm not finished.
Use ChatGPT right now. We were talking about it earlier. Just use ChatGPT and ask it, when is it lawful to use deadly force?
Okay.
as a civilian.
I'm just saying, you just can't. If anybody walk in your yard, if everybody had that, boy, you just can't walk somebody to start.
No, I'm not just saying walking. I'm
how
saying a
many dead
confrontation.
motherfuckers you have?
Or we're saying, okay, I say, hey, no trespassing, get off my property. You continue to argue with me or come make threats toward me. At what point am I supposed to just let you get up on me? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's at one point, you better prove that. This is what Vincent said. You got to prove that you felt threatened. If they don't have
threatened because if I tell you to get off my property and we're having we're arguing or you're threatening me, like, I can be wherever I want to, because back in the day, trespassing, you can get shot legally.
Legally.
You just can't.
Legally.
You literally just can't do that now. I mean, because that's the case.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. It's too ambiguous.
And that was one-sided cases back in the day. You get trespassing. You had to be of a certain demographic, because if it went the other way around, not no legally.
It says immediate threat and serious bodily injury. He 200 pounds. I ain't. He's 6'5". I mean, I'm
read between the lines, man. You got giving it full statements in its context. Don't take nothing out of context. Read it.
I'm not taking it, but I'm saying it says serious bodily injury. You reasonably believe you face. It ain't say I had to take one. It says I face an imminent threat of death, serious bodily injury. In many states, the forcible felonies such as rape, kidnapping, or armed robbery. Imminent means about to happen now, not a future past threat. He's coming up, me, making threats to me. That's enough for me to say that I bet he's an immediate threat. And I have a reasonable belief that he intends to do bodily harm. He's not coming up here to hug me.
Okay, because keep reading. Reasonable belief. Your belief must be one that is reasonable person in the same situation would have. It is not enough to feel afraid. The fear must be objectively, reasonably based on the circumstance. Just because you're scared don't mean you can shoot nobody.
Nobody said nothing about scared. What I said was,
your whole argument is based on fear.
No, it is not based on fear. It's based on, hey, that's why I use my property as an example. I'm far enough away from the curb that by the time you halfway up, you don't need to come halfway up my driveway. If we got a disagreement, I say, get off my property, and you continue to threaten me or make threats toward me, I shouldn't have to wait till you get up to my sidewalk or to my front porch before I react. Because again, you're not retreating. You're continuing to come forward. You got more than enough space to leave.
But hold on, Paulo, you don't have to. I'm gonna ask this question, man. He said, even though they walking up, you don't think you have enough time to go back in your house and close the door?
I don't have to retreat.
Yeah, you ain't got to retreat.
I ain't got to retreat. This is my property. That's the whole point, to stand your ground, or I don't have to retreat. I'm lawfully supposed to be here.
Well,
I'm not
let me ask you this. Okay, hold on. Let me know when I got a question.
Right. Go ahead.
So if the person is walking up your property, if
they're
unarmed, you don't know.
I don't know what they have.
Okay, let me finish my question.
Go ahead.
You don't know if they're unarmed or not, right? They come halfway up your property. They don't respond to your commands. They don't respond to you telling them to stop. None of that. They get halfway up your property and you shoot. They fall. That person is unarmed. What you think gonna happen to you? You think
let me read.
Wait. Do you?
I don't want to use you. I don't want you. I just want to read what it say. Go ahead.
I just want my question to be answered. Don't answer my question with a question. Just answer the question. Do you feel like you were in the right? You feel like you had a right to use deadly force?
You asking for opinion, Vincent. I'm finna read you what it say. You want an opinion?
I'm saying, Vincent,
I'm trying to give you what it say.
If we are in a disagreement, or if again you're just walking aggressively, I said we're in a dispute or a disagreement, and you continue to. I'm not coming toward you. You're coming toward me. You got more than enough space to retreat, but you continue to make threats and come toward me. Yes, I have the reasonable belief that you intend to do some bodily harm.
Okay.
I don't think you're coming up there to hug it out.
All right, now I'm finna read what ChatGPT say. I asked ChatGPT if I'm in my yard and I have no trespassing and private property signs posted and I feel threatened, am I allowed to use deadly force? Okay. Okay, it says feeling threatened versus reasonable fear. The factors that matter is the person armed? Are they advancing
Talking about that
towards you?
sailing. Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
Are they advancing towards you? Have they made credible threats? Are you trapped or unable to retreat if your state requires retreat? Size, strength, disparity, multiple attackers, prior violent acts. It said what does not justify deadly force is verbal threats alone, property damage without personal danger, or just someone refusing to leave.
Bingo.
But no. If they coming towards
Frank,
you,
you just
no.
yes,
It
you
said
just read it.
it said factors. It said factors that matter. I said that first. Factors that matter and what usually does not justify. What usually does not. But the factors that matter, if they're gonna lock you up and put you in jail, you gotta goddamn go through these factors first. Are you feeling threatened? Are they coming towards you? Do you know if they armed? No, you don't. Do you see that the motherfucker is Lewis size compared to one of my small daughter sizes? There's a lot of goddamn things that add to it.
But you
Now,
cannot. Okay, okay.
if you feel like you want to retreat, you can. But Georgia got to stand your ground law. You ain't got to retreat and go no goddamn well.
And that's I'm telling you, what I'm trying to tell you is how to make that law apply to you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. How to make that law so you're within the realm to be able to stand your ground. Why do you think the young man that shot out the door is in prison right now? Because they were came in mass, ringing his door, finna bust in his door. He shot through the door, shot both of them. Why you think he in prison and he didn't get stand your ground?
I ain't heard that. I don't know about that.
So,
We
so
just talked
Vincent,
about it on the
let me ask
podcast.
you this
Wait,
question.
hold on,
Is
stop,
you
follow, stop,
are you talking about when the
stop.
kids were
Because I
stealing
don't.
packages? When we talked about somebody get
Yeah,
shot through the
yeah,
door and
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
somebody?
stealing packages.
Oh, they
Exactly.
didn't
Yeah. Because I
die.
was gonna say stop. It
Yeah,
don't
you
matter. He
said they
shot him.
got killed. He killed
No, I
somebody.
didn't. I said he shot him. I said he shot through the door and shot him. Why do you think he's in prison?
Is he?
Yes.
He ain't in prison yet.
He ain't went to trial yet.
He ain't went to court. They just have him last month.
Okay, but let me ask you this question. All right, we
Wait.
Yeah.
Stop. Because I don't. Was he not arrested?
That ain't prison.
Yeah, he was
Was
charged.
he?
Yes, he was charged.
Wait. Before you get to prison, you got to be arrested. Are you talking about prison because of
You
conviction?
said he
Let's
went to
not be
prison.
technical. Was he not arrested?
Yeah, he was arrested.
Okay.
That ain't
Okay.
going to prison. He ain't been convicted of
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, he was convicted. But this is what I'm
He ain't
saying
went to
to you.
court yet, Frank. You
Yeah,
being
Right,
he ain't been
right,
technical about the
convicted.
bullshit now.
right. So
He ain't been convicted because he
this
went
what
to
I'm
court.
asking you, Vincent, and let's take this out of the realm of we say the real people in the real world. You saying I gotta fight a motherfucker? That's basically what you saying. Before I shoot him.
He just saying you just
No,
can't
I did not.
do.
No, I did not.
But that's what I'm saying. If its intent is to do bodily harm to me, at what point? That's why I asked you, what distance does he have to be before I shoot his ass?
Distance doesn't have. It's not a distance that matter. It's you have to be able to prove that something he is doing has put you in imminent danger of loss
This
of life.
motherfucker is
Let me
coming
finish
toward
before you.
me.
Didn't I just say
Go ahead.
that? I just read it to you.
Oh, once he got a mental state of mind, he don't say shit just walking up your driveway.
I'm not just gonna shoot nobody, but I'm saying that it ain't gonna be like radio coming up here like dude, and I'm shooting. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a clear that he has no good intention.
How can you tell a person got no good intention just because they walk?
Because you gonna ask him, bro, what you
Because
looking
you
for?
asked him what's going on.
Wait, you find out he coming up your
let me
driveway.
finish.
He didn't hear nothing you said because he got on some damn AirPods listening to music, walking up the driveway of the wrong house. Your ass going to
But
jail,
again,
man.
I'm not about to just go shoot him. I'm not saying just some kid just walking up here, but hey, if this little Negro, just like you see somebody on your Ring camera with them Pooh Shiesty
Pooh
mask
Shiesty
on,
mask, yeah.
knocking on your door, I'm supposed to assume he's selling Girl Scout cookies.
He might. You can't do it.
No, hell he ain't.
You can't shoot him with the Pooh Shiesty
It's
mask.
dark. It's dark outside. But what I'm saying, let's
But hold
go
up,
past the laws.
Hold up. If you got, I'm asking, if you got 3 kids walking up your driveway with Pooh Shiesty mask and they don't say nothing until they're walking up, you gonna shoot them?
I might let one loose in the air first, and they don't react to that.
But if they keep walking, you still gonna shoot them?
Yeah, after I let one loose, they about that life.
How you know
That's
that?
the first smart thing. Wait, that's the first smart thing.
If I shoot something, y'all ass keep coming toward the danger. Oh no,
that is the first smart thing you done said in this whole conversation, because you know what that is, right? If you do that,
I understand, but that's what I'm saying.
That's
why I was asking you specifically, Vincent, because
no. You know what that is? Wait a minute. You know what that is, Vincent? That is 3 goddamn charges of aggravated assault. I know that personally. You got shot 1 bullet, and now you got 3 cases of aggravated assault. You can say, goddamn it, that was a warrant. There is no such thing in a warning shot in the state of Georgia. Your ass gonna get 3 counts of aggravated assault.
Frank, okay, let me ask you this. So there's a rule on if you got a shotgun.
That's a shotgun. He shot in the
How should wait? How should your what you got in your shotgun?
We ain't gonna talk about that because I ain't got no damn shotgun.
It don't.
Tori got a shotgun.
What you got in your shotgun?
All right, Tori, hold on, Tori.
Wait.
No, Tori, don't you answer this, because Tori know that. Anybody else on here got a shotgun?
Nope, I don't.
I know you're supposed to have. I know you're supposed to have a bird shot, and then you're supposed to have triple out, double out, whatever the fuck you want after that. Your first shot's supposed to be a warning shot. I know that. I'm a country boy. I know it's supposed to be enough, but I ain't got no shotgun.
No, I don't care about it. I'm talking why
because you're supposed to give a warning shot. That's for a shotgun.
I ain't talking no more.
But let me tell you. But let me tell you something, Vincent. If you take that regular ass Marburg out and you shoot that bitch in the air, and if 4 people around, you got 4 counts of aggravated assault against your ass.
Yeah, if I'm just shooting in the air like an asshole randomly.
If you you say you getting warning shots, you shooting the air 1 time, and if 4 people standing there, you gonna get your fresh 60 years.
First of all, to me, it takes an idiot to shoot in the air, but I don't shoot in the air. Right. Second of all, I'm not gonna if I'm just randomly shooting in the air, like say New Year's or 4th of July. Yeah, you do that shit if you want to.
Yeah, I ain't never.
Them folks gonna be on your ass before you can bet your eyes good. But if you feel a threat, I don't care who's standing around, and you let off a shot, you letting off a warning shot. If you feel like you're being threatened, as Paulo said, the guy coming up the driveway, you don't respond to my commands or he talking crazy, and I let off a shot. Like, hey man, I'm warning you. You justifying your action for deadly force.
Okay, I text my cousin. My cousin is the chief of police up there where we just moved my daughter from. I said, quick question.
How many damn cousins you got?
Man, number quick question, cool. If I'm in my yard with posted no trespassing, private property signs posted everywhere, an intruder comes toward me in a threatening manner, am I allowed to protect myself with deadly force? He said it depends on what the threatening manner is. If the person's action put you in fear for your life or the life of a family member, then yes. If the person forces their way into your home, definitely yes. So when Paulo said, how far I gotta wait till the motherfucker get close to me, I ain't gotta wait till you get that goddamn closer because I'm scared. If you scared and you in your yard, if you scared,
fear is not a factor.
No. Who said fear is not a factor?
Hey, go back to what you just the documentation you just read, brother.
Fear. It did say fear is a factor.
It is. Yeah.
It said
did you hear the same thing I heard?
Factors that matter. If the person is armed or they advancing towards you, have they made credible threats? Are you trapped or unable to retreat? Size, strength, disparity, multiple tactics, prior violent acts. Bro,
Hold on,
if
keep
they,
going.
what you mean?
Keep reading. Because it's
That's
past that.
it.
Keep reading.
That was
Okay,
it. That was
that
it.
was it. If I'm
No.
scared,
Size, multiple attackers, or prior violence.
I'm scared. If you coming towards me, okay, let's be honest, Vince. Lewis is about the biggest motherfucker we hang around. Lewis is about 6'5", 6'6", and he weigh about 240, 250 pounds. You put this motherfucker on all black in a Pooh-Shiesty mask, and he coming towards you at nighttime, that motherfucker look like the boogeyman. Because he way bigger than anybody you ever fear. See, this is what people keep forgetting. Fear is the first reaction you gonna always have to any situation. How you
You
act
don't put
after the fear, you either gonna fight or flight. But your first immediate response, I don't care a fuck if you gangster plus. Your ass gets scared first. And then, cause your adrenaline instantly kick in. That's why you're gonna go from fight to flight. So I'm
talking
not
about your
telling,
reaction first. I'm talking about the law.
I get the
but
law,
I
but
feel threatened, I'm
I can
scared.
understand the
I
reaction. I
feel
can
threatened,
understand the
I'm
reaction. I'm
scared.
not saying nothing.
I'm
Okay.
scared.
okay,
I'm
Vince,
scared.
this is really this. I understand what you're saying about the law, but that's what I'm saying. There has to be a point, or there has to be a barrier or a line on your property that
And
okay,
on
this
yourself.
motherfucker get to this step, or he get to my sidewalk, and he's not retreating. That I can put a I gotta put
All
a
I'm
bullet in
telling
his
you
ass.
guys, all I'm telling you guys, you got to be able to prove in the court of law that you felt like your life was in danger. That's
I'm
all I'm telling
scared.
you.
Okay.
If you
Okay,
can
let's
prove
change.
that, you're good to go.
Let me
If you
change
can get the
genders.
jury, because you're gonna be in front of a jury trial. If you can get the jury to believe your life was in danger, you're good.
Okay,
That's all
let
I'm
me
telling
let
you.
me switch the genders up. Your wife or your daughter is on your property. Where are you telling them to shoot his ass at?
Instantly. I tell my daughter them that shit
I ain't
now.
giving no specific. Point
You're
and
not
shoot.
giving him a specific.
No, point and shoot.
So if that motherfucker's halfway up the driveway or 3/4, shoot his ass, and then we'll deal with it afterwards, right? I'm just saying, real world. Forget all the law.
No,
Real
I
life.
ain't saying nothing about no motherfucker walking up the driveway. Nah.
Okay, where you gonna shoot? Oh, you gonna
Nah.
get his ass on the
At
curb?
that point, no. At that point, if somebody's walking up the driveway, at that point, yeah, you're gonna arm yourself. You're gonna be
And,
prepared for this
and at what
altercation.
point do she squeeze the trigger when he slapped the shit out of her?
No.
When?
You talking about is she in the house?
No, she
No,
outside.
we outside.
So
She
okay.
outside. She outside with Rory. They outside. She
Yeah.
outside with the children playing. And she tell the children to get behind her because this motherfucker Lewis is walking up on her. At what point you tell her to squeeze? She go in her purse. She pull that helmet out. At what point do you want her to squeeze?
Once she feel like her life is in danger, if you
She's
feel
scared.
threatened enough to
Once she
shoot,
feels
yes.
scared. Once she feels scared, right?
No.
It ain't once she
Listen,
feels scared.
dude, you can get a scary feeling from anything, Frank. You get scared if your children coming in the front door and you don't know it's your child. Because somebody just coming in the door. You got startled out of your sleep and you scared. That's how you
That
wind up
ain't
in a
not the
situation like
question that
Lewis.
I asked.
Hold on, man. Let me finish talking. You
Okay, go
talking
ahead.
about fear.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how you get in the situation that Lewis talking about. You respond off fear, so you just shot. You wind up shooting your damn baby or your wife or somebody. You cannot react off fear. It told you, and you read it. You skipping over it now. I don't know why you're doing that. But you
I
read
just
where
read you
fear
everything you
does.
said.
No, you did. Fear does not justify the use of deadly force. I can't
Can
see
you,
that from your
Paulo? Can you
phone.
see that?
Nope.
It's too small, but here's the point that I'm trying to make, Vince. Here's your life is in danger the minute that motherfucker decide your life is in danger. You don't know when they decided that. They could have decided that at the bottom of your hill before they even got here. They should have decided that they came here to do you harm.
But
You don't have the
you
Just let Tori at y'all a little bit because I'm
Huh?
tired of going back and
I'm
forth.
just saying,
Go
how
ahead,
do you
Tori.
know you ain't harmed just because he walking in your driveway?
I'm not saying that's enough, but I'm saying you're in my driveway and there's a clear and present danger where you're making a threat toward me and you continue to walk toward forget the
You keep saying threat. All I'm doing is walking in your driveway towards you. How is
No. But I'm saying if you see me, we made eye contact, I tell you stop, or there's a disagreement, or you shouldn't be there, you came there to do harm. There's no way for me to know when you had decided that violence was going to occur between us. I don't know that. So I have to interpret it from my perspective. Okay, there's an imminent chance for danger. If we know as men, we always know anywhere we go, in the back of our mind, we know there's an imminent threat for danger. Do we not know that?
We do, but at the same time,
we do. Right, that's what I'm saying. So we do know that.
But
right.
No, but Carl, if I'm walking in your
backyard,
I'm finna start shooting. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard my ring camera? Say motion in the
go
back.
look
I'm
at your
just
camera.
start shooting. No, I'm finna just start shooting. I'm finna start shooting. Motherfucker out there, they out of here. I want to see y'all get me a turn.
If I'm walking up to you and you saying get like no, man, I want to say something to you. And
no.
But hold up, Paulo, that still don't give you the right to take my life.
But if I tell you to stop,
I don't know you.
Pull that helmet and
get off my property.
You still
y'all. What?
Just because I'm walking to you, am I in danger just because I walk up on you? If I don't put hands on you,
I don't know you, Tori. If I don't know you, yes, you're a danger.
No, you still can't shoot me. You know how close people walk up to you.
Okay, Tori. If
I'm giving you at the end of you find out Tori didn't respond to none of your commands. He's a big dude, older guy. You see the grin in his face, everything. Or even if he got on the push, I said, man, hell, it's cold outside. He walking up your driveway. He laying on the ground. The police come and investigate. He be like, damn, he didn't hear nothing you said because he got beats in his ears.
But why the fuck he walking up on somebody's
yard?
He
had the wrong motherfucking house.
You looking up. You say he ain't got the beats on. Say he see me. I tell him to stop.
Now you want to paint the scenario to where
But I'm saying you're painting the scenario to fit yours. You're painting the scenario to fit yours. What else? I'm saying
who is
the burden of proof on?
Yeah, if I'm just telling
you. What I'm saying to you when there's
no. Wait, hold on. Let me answer that question. Who is the burden of proof on? In that situation, the assailant, the
state.
No, it's not.
No. Yes, it is. It's the state. I'm innocent
you are
until proven guilty.
Charge, bro.
You the burden of proof? No. I ain't got to prove shit. That's how the law works. I ain't got to prove shit. They got to prove it.
Paulo, but
you are under charges.
It doesn't matter. That's not my burden of proof.
It is.
It's the law. No, it is not, Tori. It's the state. You don't know how I'm innocent until proven guilty. They got to prove that I was guilty. I ain't got to prove that I was innocent. They got to prove that I was guilty. Why you think motherfuckers don't testify?
Paulo, let me tell you something. I went to my cousin's house for Thanksgiving, and I went to the wrong house. Yeah. At my point, I had my hoodie on. I was like this. It was cold. And when I went to that rung the wrong doorbell, and that dude opened up, he said, he looked at, oh man, you got the wrong house. I'm up on him. What did the dude say? He thought he was scared just because I had this on, like this, and I'm cold. And I said, hey, my cousin Jerry there, and he shoot me.
But you responded. I'm saying you responded, Tori.
But still,
Tori, I'm not saying some random kid is walking.
You kill me. How can you say I was a threat? I don't have no weapons on me.
Tori, I'm not saying just some random people. You just as soon as somebody step on your property, pull a trigger. I'm saying if there's a clear threat.
But how you know it's a clear threat if I don't respond?
Because I told you. I said if we have a disagreement and you're coming toward me on my property, we got a disagreement.
Disagreement because I'm walking to you.
Tori, there's already a disagreement. There's a disagreement. There's an argument. You're making threats. I clearly said that. Go back. You're making threats. At what point am I okay to shoot you on my property? I didn't say you're walking toward me with a threat. I said you're making threats.
No, you say if I don't.
We're gonna continue this one, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get a couple of people to join our podcast that's in that era of where the prosecutor and stuff like that, so y'all can see case law.
Didn't I just tell you my goddamn cousin? Wait a minute.
Hey, we want somebody
Give a
live.
fuck about your cousin. I'm
We
talking
want
about
somebody
folks
live.
legally who putting people in prison, folks who defending people that's going to prison.
Well, somebody
Ain't
gotta
about your
lock a
cousin.
motherfucker. Your cousin don't charge no goddamn body. Your niece don't charge nobody. The
Hey,
police
Tori.
charge your ass. The
Hey,
police do
Tori,
all
I'm
the
gonna give you your
charging.
situation. What if that man was standing outside when you walked up and you was like, "Hey, this my cousin Jerry's house," and he's like, "Nah, Jerry don't live here." Oh, you say,
Can y'all
"Oh,
see?
And
Can y'all?
what if he
what?"
come? What if it's a
Can
white?
y'all? Wait a
But
minute.
what if
Can
it's a
y'all
white?
see what I sent y'all? Look at y'all phone. Can y'all see what I sent y'all?
Yeah, let me finish, Tori.
But hold on.
So
What if he was a white?
he outside, Tori.
But hold on. What if he was a white dude? He say, "Nigga, get off my goddamn porch." And I'd be like,
Get
what?
off his damn porch.
And I'm
Get
like,
off his damn porch.
so
Yes,
if
get
I
your
don't
ass
need
off
white
his
men,
porch.
if you give him the right to shoot me,
I didn't say that. Get your ass off his porch.
according to the book of Apollos, you can shoot a motherfucker because it's confrontation.
No, I didn't say that.
He felt threatened because I was a nigga on his porch.
Did you get off his porch or did you step toward him? You like, fuck you. Then he can shoot
Hey,
you.
see if he can he join so we can have some conversation with him for a brief moment.
I don't know if we can put him on here. Let me
Oh
see.
yeah.
No, they can't.
I mean, just ask him what we talking about. We're on live, and if he's okay to do it. If he's not, I get it. Because that's what I said, I gotta ask my niece too. I don't know if they can talk about
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, I'm saying the man outside, he see you coming. He said no trespassing. And clearly he let you know this ain't Jerry's house. I don't know who Jerry is. You keep walking your ass toward him. He's like, whoa, stop there, partner. I don't know you. Please leave. He asked you to leave. You still coming toward him. What he supposed to do, Tori?
I'm just asking you. He supposed to just shoot me though.
No, I'm just saying, what should he do?
You know what? Close the door and mind his own damn business. That's what he supposed
On
to do.
his property? In his yard?
So you say he supposed to shoot me, kill my ass?
I didn't say that. I'm saying you're saying
he could clearly say, "Look, nigga, get off my property. I don't like."
No. You adding this extra stuff in there. I
No,
said
he
he's outside.
He could have said that, but I'm not a threat. He could have came at me. Look, nigga, no, Jared don't stay here. I don't like niggas on my property. Get the fuck out.
Then you should leave, and then you should get the fuck off his property.
Tori.
What's the problem, Tori?
Let me ask y'all a question.
If I don't leave right away.
That's right. And Tori happened to be the neighborhood mentally ill person that just.
Well, let me
No,
ask y'all a
you
question.
add some extra shit. You add some
No,
extra shit.
no, Paulo. But Paulo, if he come at me like that in the beginning, I'm like, what the fuck?
It doesn't matter.
Can I ask y'all
It doesn't matter, Tori. He can call you all kinds of names. Get your ass off that man's property.
Let me ask you a
question. Get your ass off his property.
Do y'all not remember when the white guy shot those black kids at the gas station?
Yeah.
When Georgia first, when Georgia first
yeah.
instituted that stand your ground, they wasn't at no property. They was at a goddamn gas station, and he set their ass on fire. Soon as they got out their car and they started coming towards him, he shot their ass. He did not go to prison. I don't even think they locked him up. Now, do y'all remember that in the state of Georgia?
I remember a case where it was a loud music and he shot these boys in the car. It took a while, but that man wound up going to prison.
Yeah.
These guys did not get out of the car and go towards him.
No, that ain't what I'm talking about.
Because they wouldn't turn their shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember when they jumped out the car with somebody.
Because I remember him using stand your ground. So I'm not sure what the law is. I'm just saying, make it a habit. People in the podcast community, if y'all paying attention, Paulo put that thing up there. How I feel does not reflect how everyone else feels. It does not. If I'm in fear and I'm in my front yard, minding my business, playing with my grandchildren, and you come in my yard and I ask you who you looking for, and you say some crazy shit, I'm gonna sick that dog on your ass. Point blank, period. And while that dog wrestling with your ass out there in the yard, I'm gonna run in the house. And when I come back from out the house, I'm gonna tell that dog to move out the way. You're halfway gone anyway. I'm just gonna go and help you go where you're going.
That's called premeditation.
I don't give a damn what you call it. I'm telling you what I'm saying. The thoughts of Frank are not necessarily thoughts of the unks and OGs worldwide. People, please respect these people privacy. Please
Their
respect these
property,
people
yeah.
property. Please respect these people telling you that they don't want to be, they don't want you to sell them nothing. They don't want you to walk up on them and put them in fear. They don't want none of that. And don't, if a man put his hand up and tell you, hey, bro, do not come close enough for me to spit on you now because I'm going to feel like I'm in danger.
Mhm.
And if a man tell you that, please respect it. Don't be talking about, oh, you can't do shit to me or you can't do this,
Yeah.
this, because if I feel in fear of my life or the life of people around me, I ain't finna go through all this shit. I'm not gonna go through that. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna wrestle with you. You ain't finna put
Well, I'm
my
gonna tell you, I don't
hands on
violate
me.
people's personal space anyway because I don't want nobody violating mine.
See, that's all. That's all this about. If
I
you,
understand everything you're saying. All I'm saying is just know the law. So when it go down, you can keep yourself from going to jail. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
yeah.
If you
Well,
want to be able to argue, stand your ground, just know what factors need to be in place for that to stick. That's all I'm telling you.
I'm 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 I'm
And somebody
I'm
walking up your
shooting.
damn
Yeah.
driveway ain't gonna
No,
get you.
no, no, no. I'm sending a warning shot out to everybody. Like Uncle Frank said, let me put this on here. People are the way this world is and the way this economy is, people are getting tired of people taking their property, invading their space and their security.
Okay,
People are
Paulo.
tired of that.
Paulo,
So
let me say
Absolutely.
something to you
yeah.
right quick, and it
Absolutely.
ain't gonna
Uh-huh.
take the
They
second,
don't
and then
get
y'all
right
can
to
say.
take their life though.
My cousin just said I can try, but I can't really give legal advice. I also couldn't identify the agency I work for.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
So, do y'all
So
want to? You want to say this for the next time, or you want to just try to pop them in, Vince?
I
If he
think we
can
need to
pop
have
in
him here
real
for
quick,
a whole one. If y'all want to jump in real quick, but I think
I
we
mean,
need
he
to.
ain't gonna be able to do. He ain't gonna be able to do too much. It's just simple. Like with stand your ground and just ask him that question. Do you
I
have to be able to prove that your life was in danger? If you would, you have to. What what does it take for you to be able to use the stand your ground law
Yeah, I
in a
mean,
court of
they
law?
can pop in. Ask them they can pop in if he can pop in real quick. My whole point in this whole conversation is it's
Okay,
not really for us.
what I need to do?
Send him that link. Copy the link that I sent you.
I don't know how to do that shit. You want me to give you his phone number? Oh shit, I
Yeah.
can't do it
What time is
online.
it, man?
Shit.
It's 9:50. Let's just bring him in. Get it. See if you can queue him up for it next
Next
week.
week, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week. Okay. But
Next
my whole point is not necessarily for us. It's for again those people who feel like they're entitled to be in your space and your property, and there should be no repercussions from it. People are tired of working hard, and things are getting tighter. So I can't be mad at somebody who's trying to protect the little that they have. If you are on somebody's property used to mean a thing. Trespassing was
he
a
said,
real
okay.
big thing. Okay, it's a real big thing. Don't go to nobody's house. Like these people time pulling up on somebody's house. That should be automatically grounds for you getting your ass popped. You don't supposed to be pulling up on nobody's house, trying to fight them or do harm. You shouldn't. All that stuff. You shouldn't even be trying to do that. So it's really a warning shot that if there's some people out there like you pull up at their house, they don't care about no stand no ground laws. They ain't gonna wait and see how much of a threat and how close you gonna get. It's done for. And then your mama and them gonna be crying, wondering what happened. Stay on people's property and not people's space. That's all I gotta say. Go ahead,
I'll
Uncle
just raise my hand because I'm one of them people.
Frank.
I get what Paulos is saying 100%, but I'm gonna say this. Okay, yeah, they mama gonna be crying, but your family gonna be crying too because you finna go up the road. Now you're not gonna be there to protect. You're taking yourself out of the game because you're not gonna be there to protect your family, your children, any further from that point going forward.
I
All I'm
am.
saying is, like I said before, you be able to know the law so you can use it, and it will work for you, not against you.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. But I believe in shared grief. It's just me. I believe in shared grief. So I'm not above nothing. I don't want to be bothered. Um, I want you to respect me because I'm gonna respect you. If you knock on my door, You better knock on that bitch like you got some sense. Because if you knock on my shit like you ain't got no sense, when I open that bitch, I'm gonna put that thing in your face. And he gonna determine right then and there what your next move is, whether you gonna have a part in your damn forehead. Now that camera is gonna catch you about to knock that damn door down. And once that door open, it gonna seem like you don't knock that damn door down. And that camera gonna also catch your ass flying off the damn porch. That's it. Bro, I want everybody to respect everybody. And Vincent is a damn hypocrite. Don't believe
He
shit
is.
this motherfucker say. You see that slick
He
ass
is. I
smile?
know.
Don't
We know
believe
good and damn well.
none of
This nigga, he got
Paulo.
like, yeah.
Paulo. Every
He
Now
putting
time
listen
on.
to you. Listen. I'm gonna say
Paulo,
this. I'm not
Paulo, let me say,
saying I
let
would.
me say, Paulo,
I'm not
put
saying
that
I
shit up
would
there,
not
Paulo.
shoot. Because
Paulo,
I'm
put that
probably
shit up
tweaking.
there. Put that shit up there, Paulo. Put that
Oh,
shit across the
okay.
bottom.
I can't do it with y'all.
Because I'm finna divulge some classified information. Nobody better not walk up on OG Vincent if your ass is not prepared to get popped. I'm telling that shit right now because the motherfucker be throwing me off with some of the shit he be doing while we be in public. So I'm telling y'all, don't listen to the shit this man saying. He is not a pacifist. He is not none of that shit. This shit gonna get out of hand real fast. And gentlemen, man, we're having so much fun. This was such an excellent debate. We didn't even get a chance to go to the second part, what we really supposed to be talking about.
Hey, that's the part of
It's
it. We
all
say we
good.
building up. We
Hey,
building
It's
up for
all
man,
the
the
good.
25th.
whole thing, what we
Yeah,
really supposed to be
yeah.
talking about. And next week, Vincent, if you could talk to your person to give us some legal advice, and I've talked to my person to see can he come on and maybe we can bounce some ideas across each other so that our listeners will really understand, man. We're not saying things to make it seem wrong or right. We want you guys to protect yourself. OG Vincent and Triple OG want you guys to do it the right way. And this is why these guys are my friend, because I have a way of doing things the wrong way, and sometimes I don't give a fuck attitude about it. And I wouldn't advise nobody to live like that because that's never gonna turn out good for you. I'm telling y'all out my mouth that what they are saying is right. But
But let me add this in, Frank. Them fat bastards, the one who got the most rounds of anybody on this damn panel.
anybody,
You
that's
know
what
what
I
I'm saying?
just
So don't
said.
believe that shit. These
That's
niggas
what
got
I was just
rounds and
saying what I
rounds.
said.
I ain't got a quarter of the rounds that they got,
So
or weapons. So they
I ain't
talking
got
that
half of that
bullshit.
shit.
They talking that bullshit. They trying to they trying to slow roll y'all ass to
Yeah,
believing that
cuz.
they pacifists or they one way. But okay,
That's why I
I'm sorry.
said I wanted them two to talk because they got way more experience. And I wasn't trying to say they got way more artillery, but
Yeah.
shit, it is what it is. So yeah, man, I just want everybody to be safe, cuz just respect everybody, man. We having this discussion because we want people to respect each other, man. Let's not hurt each other. Let's not destroy each other property, man. Let's not do that stuff to each other like we have done for so long. It has to stop somewhere. And if we having a conversation and someone hear us and realize what we saying, man, like Vincent said, it's two different families gonna lose, two different families gonna suffer. The person that does the killing and the person that gets killed. We want to avoid that if at all, people. And man, I love y'all, man. And I hope we can get together again tomorrow, if at all possible. Maybe tomorrow for about 30 minutes or an hour, we can jump on to the second part of this conversation because it's really, really needed. The second part the second part was needed to be discussed more than the first part. So,
I
guys, if
want
you
to.
guys
I
are
want to
available
say one more
tomorrow,
thing before we
yes,
move
sir.
on to tour. One more thing
Yes,
for
sir.
anybody that might be watching this podcast, and I know we talked about firearms in different scenarios and cases and stuff like that. If you're thinking about going out and buy a firearm, I do encourage everybody. As soon as you buy one in your county, you can go to your local police station. they will give you free hands-on training on how to use that firearm, how to clean it, and give you step-by-step cases on how to use it. And it'll lead you to or encourage you to maybe go ahead and get more tactical training. Within that tactical training, that's when you start learning when, where, how, and when you can use your firearm and it's lawful. But I encourage everybody to do that. Don't just go buy one, learn how to shoot it, and put it up in the closet. That's the worst thing you could do.
All right, Triple OG, talk to the people.
Y'all said it all, and be safe out there, and don't be like the one on what's that famous NWA song? My baby ain't never hurt nobody, but he still got smoked that big party.
All right, Lou. Lemon
Hey,
Pepper Lou,
man.
tell him something.
Hey, great conversation, great topic, great back and forth. It's important, man. Sometimes we all can't agree on everything. It's important that we have different views, different opinions, different expertise, so that we can learn and learn from each other. You know, you guys, again, I mean, even with this topic, I still go back to legislation because it's not the legislation, the laws are not for us, it's for the criminals. It's for those individuals that are committing crimes. They learn the laws more than what we do, unfortunately. They know what they can get away with, they know what individuals are not supposed to do to them. But we're not learning the laws of what we're not supposed to do to those individuals that commit crimes. And it's sad that we have limitations. I don't know when things are going to be revised, edited to protect the law-abiding citizens as us in this circle. So pretty much like Vincent said, just like buying a weapon, it's important that you get practice. It's important that you learn how to use the weapon. But going back to the scenario with the gentleman, man, you just never know how you feel, what time of night it is. Just like right now, we all on this podcast, but if somebody was to break into our home right now, what's our reaction? What's our reaction 2 hours from now as we in the bed with our wives or girlfriends or whatever? Or what about 4 a.m.? Or what about we coming in a little tipsy from the bar, watching the fight or a game or whatever? It's so many different scenarios that we gotta think about, when it comes to individuals doing certain things. So I welcome some experience, some professionals, whether they're in the law enforcement, prosecutors, or whatever, to help me learn things. Because, like I said, I'm still stuck. And I'm glad Paulo's used his property as an example, because me being a 51-year-old, it take me 20 minutes to get up his sidewalk. So I'm sure his Ring camera alerts him when somebody even at the bottom of his driveway or midway through. How far does one have to come? And if he's having a barbecue in his backyard, you know what I'm saying? How long does he have to wait for an individual to come? If he got his grandkids back there just running around playing, how does he react to that? So I welcome those.
Huh?
Go
ahead, Lewis. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
You better come up Paulo's driveway with a picket sign with your name on that motherfucker, because he's gonna shoot that when you cross that halfway mark. It's over with.
No, I'm good. I mean, for real. So we got to revisit this scenario with Paulo's, because he do got a long ass driveway. So, not saying y'all driveways are shorter, but it take a minute to get up Paulo's driveway. So how far up does it has to be to where his family is threatened or feel unsafe before they use force? So, man,
Time you
great
get up off
conversation.
your driveway, you out of breath any damn way. You ain't
I'm trying to tell you, you gotta lean forward
I'm just
going up
trying not
that
to give up. I
motherfucker.
got the upper ground. You know what I'm saying? I got the high ground. You know,
See?
once I got the high ground and you take that away from me, we on equal footing. So I ain't trying to use my, lose my advantage. I
Yeah,
want to keep
that's
my
true.
advantage.
That's
I got
true.
the high ground, but if you come up here, okay.
put some money. I got some money for your books, bro. I'll keep you some books and
Hey,
money. Your commissary will
I,
be on point. I can tell you that.
well, I'm just saying, brother.
You like
You
honey
got a
buns?
lot of
You like honey
other
buns,
places to
beef
go.
noodles, or
Hey,
shrimp
Right.
noodles?
Frank.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Frank, he better go straight to the commissary and buy them white shorts that they can't take from you.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
that's all right.
You better
Get them
cut
pair
that
them.
goddamn, better cut them blonde
That's why I
streaks out
live
of
what
the
I
goddamn
live.
hair.
That's why. Hey, Frank, and I got an sign too that say no trespassing, no soliciting. So you
Yep.
already know coming
Yep.
up my hill.
You finna
Yeah, if
encounter
you ain't
something.
invited, yeah, you ain't supposed to be up
You
here.
finna encounter something, man. Like I said,
Yeah.
man, I can't wait till we get to the second half that we can really get in deep in the conversation about Ventura and Vincent's wheelhouse, so they can educate us on a lot of things that we don't know. And guys, I love y'all, man, and we got to get together again, man. We got to get together and get these pictures taken, man. So the 25th.
25th.
25th. Hey, man. Mr. P, gonna close
Everybody
that
go.
thing out, man.
Yeah, y'all be safe and don't hurt nobody.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Well, I'm just saying, Mr. P love everybody, but everybody got to be invited. Everybody not invited to the castle. I like when we looked up that castle.
Doctor.
Castle doctor. Yeah. So, it's great discussion, guys. This just falls into what we're gonna discuss the whole month, getting ourselves prepared. We said, preparing your family, getting financially ready, physical safety, that's a big thing. So that's all we on this year. So it's just, I'm excited for what we got coming forward and some of the discussions we're gonna have in the future, guys. So 2026, let's keep the momentum going and keep doing it the right way.
All right, people. See
All
y'all
right,
later,
bro.
man. All right. Bye.
All right, yeah. Y'all take care.
All right.
All right.